We're at Superbooth 2024 and we're in the Oberheim room. Chris Calcutt is about to give us a demo of the TEO-5. Over to you, Chris.
Hey, it's Calc here. I'm here with the TEO-5, the brand new synth from Oberheim, 5-voice analog poly with VCOs and VCFs, and an amazing SEM filter in here. This is definitely an Oberheim synthesizer with the kind of nice Oberheim kind of sound to it. You can kind of hear that lovely lush kind of Oberheim pad stuff going on there. But of course it's a modern synth, you know, you can see, you know, it's a similar kind of size to the sequential TEO-5. There's a lot of common areas there as well, but it's very much its own thing. It's very much this Oberheim instrument, but an Oberheim instrument in a modern package. So essentially what we've got is two oscillators here. Instead of being just to be able, you know, continuously variably change the shape, we've got switches here, so you can switch in which wave shapes you want. If we go back to a basic patch just here, see we start off on a sawtooth, and then if you can add the triangle, you can add the square. Pulse width, of course. If I bring in the second oscillator here, you tune those up a bit. There's the filter. Let's get the resonance up. You can hear that SEM filter really working there, which is lovely. A nice thing that you've got on here is you can see we've not got a mixer per se on the top panel, but if you press and hold the oscillator 1 button, that gives you the oscillator 1 level. And if I do the same for oscillator 2, you can use that as a little mixer there. And that's actually the same for the pulse width as well. So if I want to change the pulse position for oscillator 1, I can do that here. If I want to change the pulse position for oscillator 2, I can do that here as well. And now the pulse width here will act as a little offset. So it's all nice and nice and easy to work with. Let's just have a quick listen to the filter as well. That's what this thing's all about. So it's a state variable, 2-pole SEM filter. And there we go, that's on the low pass there. If I move the state variable through, you can go into notch. Just move into the notch, and if I start to play with the cutoff there, get this really nice kind of phaser sort of sound to go with it. And then we can move into the high pass. So all of this is totally modulatable as well. But actually, before we do that, let's just get the resonance up, because this is where I think it really works lovely. So go back into the low pass. Okay, you've got that. But let's say I want to start maybe LFOing this. Well, I've got two LFOs up here. I've got a mono LFO and a poly LFO. The poly LFO, we've got 5 in there, 1 per each voice. If I hit the destination button, I can just move the filter state control, and that modulation mapping is made for you straight away. And then I've got my amount here. So we'll just put that on now, and we should see we're moving through the filter state. So that's a really lovely thing. It's so easy to modulate. We've got a huge modulation matrix in here as well. And again, I can pretty much modulate anything by anything. So if I say, okay, I want to get a mod source, and I'm going to choose oscillator 2, so we can do FM stuff with this. And let's say I want to put oscillator 2 to the filter, cut off. There we go. That's it. I'll just bring down that LFO that we put on before. Now I'm going to put that up. Now here that we've got an FM of the filter using oscillator 2. So really straightforward and easy to work with. We've got a 44-note keyboard. If I want to maybe add some modulation from the keyboard, maybe velocity, I can just hit source and just tap through on the keys and choose all the different sources from the keys there. There's velocity. Let's send velocity to, I don't know, let's go to oscillator 1 frequency. Sounds like my head this morning. There we go. So yeah, let's get some patches on the go as well now. So this is a nice Arpeggiator patch. Sit and hold on for this. We've got 2 effects up here. Dedicated reverb, and we've got the effects up here. We've got a delay, bucket brigade delay. Get pretty fast with that. Actually, on the digital delay, you can get into really kind of lovely kind of areas. But loads of different things on here. Phaser as well. Flanger, high pass filter. So a second kind of digital filter there for you to play with. Really nice stuff. Anyway, let's get another patch. This, I think, is using the cross mod. Now, the cross mod has got, it's through 0 FM on here. The through 0 is really interesting. I'll just go back to doing a couple of triangle patches. So let's just get that basic program volume up a bit so you can hear it for the video. A lot of stuff going on in the room here, but there we go. Basic two triangles there, and the through 0 is giving you that in-tune FM control there. So that's the first time we've had through 0 on an Oberheim synth. That's really nice. Let's find another patch. Let's go bank 1. Got to be it's an Oberheim. Big sound there. Glitterati. I'm not sure what this one is. Oh yeah, it's got that kind of nice modern sort of sound to it there. Expressiva. I think this is a lead line. Shimmer strings. And of course we've got the sequencer on here as well. Really love this sequencer that you get on the Oberheim here and also on the sequentials. Really straightforward and easy to use, but just hit play there. And nice 64 steps. Interesting sequence there. So that obviously frees up the hands to kind of get all nice with the go. Okay, let's see if we can get a nice bass sound as well. What have we got there? Brass. Yeah, I've been asked for a bass. Here we go, it's a bass sound. Great. Let's hit record. Okay. Bit of distortion on there. Pass, even though this moves through the notch into the high pass, we go to the program menu and we can find band pass just here. Now we've got a band pass. Let's get the other. Bit of delay on there. Sync that up. There we go. So that's the TEO-5. 5-voice poly, VCOs, VCF, beautiful SEM filter, state variable, 2-pole filter. Yes, it's lovely. Tons of modulation. Yeah, bit of a modern take on a classic sound. Cheers, Dan.
Thank you very much, mate. Nice one.